previous video, we saw machine learning process from end to end. This slide is just a description of it one more time. So the process of machine learning begins with asking a very important question. What is the problem statement? First of all, we need to define a clear-cut problem statement. What exactly we want to predict, what exactly we want to classify, what exactly we want to cluster. Once you have defined a clear-cut problem statement, the next question is asking yourself, do I have right amount of data? Because in the previous example we have seen that not every data is going to predict for the future outcome. Now after that we saw that the data which we will be getting from our sources will not be a furnished data. It will have a lot of redundancy, it will have missing value, it will have repetitions. So those things we need to eliminate by pre-processing of data and get a prepared data. The next thing is selecting an appropriate algorithm, because the same problem statement can be executed using different machine learning algorithm. So it's all up to you to decide the best possible machine learning algorithm which maximize the chances of getting the right outcome. Then the training of model comes, and finally testing of model. So when I say the testing of model means simply you want to test whether the outcome which you have predicted using model is true or not. Now this is an example which I have given you at the very first slide, saying that machine learning is used to detect whether a credit card transaction is fraudulent or genuine. So this slides give a little bit idea how these things is implemented. So we are having certain number of customer, and let's say they are using PayPal for transaction of money. So this PayPal application is using a model at the back end which has certain pattern based on a historical transaction. So whenever you make any new transaction, the data provided by your new transaction will be compared with your historical transactional data. And if any discrepancy it observes, then it will alert you saying, hey, this is a fraudulent transactions. Otherwise, it is a genuine transaction. Let's see another example. Now this is a case where we are detecting whether a customer is likely to switch to the competitor or not. So here also we are having certain number of customer, and they are dealing with call center staff for their various problem, and this call center staff is using an application at the back end which is using the customer data. This data might be running into various interfaces, it may be Hadoop, Spark or anything, and based on the pattern which they have constructed, they will predict whether the customer is going to switch to competitor or not. One other example I would like to give you. Let's say if you have created your account in any e-commerce website. Let's say if you have created your account in Myntra. This is my personal experience which I would like to share with you. You have created an account in Myntra. Now after creating, you're not performing any buying, or you're not performing any uh, buying of material from that website. So after that, automatically you'll start getting some SMS from Myntra saying that we have put 100 rupee, 200 rupee in your Myntra wallet. You can go ahead and start shopping. So based on your shopping behavior, they have given an outcome which has potential to increase their sale. You might be flattered with their SMS and start purchasing. So this is a place where machine learning is currently being employed. The other is predicting equipment failure, or else I can say proactive maintenance. Now just assume that you own a company, and there are a lot of appliances which are running in your company, and there is a real-time data processing software which is taking all the streaming data and it is giving a notification to business user saying that this application is at risk, this is a time for maintenance, please do it as soon as possible. So this thing is happening how here also this real-time data processing application is using a model, and this model has a pattern based on the historical data of which is obtained from these appliances, and if any uh, discrepancy this model recognizes in the data of real-time processing and historical data, it will generate an alert saying that this is an application which is going to fail, and the business user will get to know from the alert and it will perform a proactive maintenance, s- saving a lot of resources. Now here is a summary of this module. So these are the takeaway points. uh, in the first slide we saw that what are the important requisites for starting machine learning: asking the right question, choosing the right amount of data, and we also saw that how iteration is very important. We need to keep repeating our process again and again to get the best possible result, and deployment of model. So this is the uh, basics about machine learning from end to end. In the next upcoming module we will see how this process, how this individual process is executed. So it's going to be a fun. Don't go anywhere.